Well, good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Sports and East Brunswick High School basketball. Tonight, it's girls basketball as the Lady Bears take on Woodbridge here at East Brunswick High School. Happy New Year to everyone as we start off our 1995 Channel 8 basketball schedule. I'm John Meggiolaro, being joined by Phil Hill. And tonight, the Bears come in 7-1, taking on Woodbridge, Phil.
They come in taking on Woodbridge, and I think for a lot of people, maybe the surprising Bears. They've just done a tremendously good job here, John. You got to remember that this Bear team is a team that lost the triumvirate of Bloor, Whalen, and King.
Right.
And you're talking about 78% of their scoring offense they lost. We knew they had a young lady, Kristen Breen, coming back, but we weren't sure what type of help she would have. And they've just been, I think, terribly surprising. Probably if you ask Reggie Carney, he wouldn't be so terribly surprised because, quite simply, he's established the program here at East Brunswick. And a lot of schools may rebuild, and here at East Brunswick, they just seem to reload.
Well, I think you're right, Phil. A lot of people thought this would be a rebuilding year, maybe an off year for the Bears. In fact, they come in 7-1, a tough loss to Bishop R, but they're back in the hunt. They're ranked, I think, 7th or 8th in the state as of yesterday.
That's right.
And so the program goes on.
Well, they've been surprising. They this year won the holiday tournament by beating a strong and I understand a very tough and nasty Linden team, and they seem to be on a roll. They're not, as you can see, not very tall. They don't have a Bloor or Nairi Anderson who under the boards there, so they got to be aggressive, and that's just exactly what they've done. They've been extremely aggressive, typical Bear defense, pressure the ball, and create turnovers and score on the turnovers, and they've done that this year.
Phil, we look at Woodbridge 5-3. They're in the, probably the middle of the pack of the GMC Red Division. This is a big game for them.
It's a big game for them, and they got to be licking their wounds. They're coming off a tough loss to Bishop R, 56-20, and they want to get back in the groove of things. 5-2 certainly is one of the best starts the Lady Barrons have ever had. This is a team that lost 6 seniors last year, and they got 2 starters coming back. Keisha Barton, we'll see a lot of her, and Karen Grimes as well. But Coach Rita Saylor has to know that it's going to be a formidable task to try to beat the Bears here on their home court.
Well, as I said, this is our opening game of the 1995 high school basketball season, both boys and girls here on Channel 8. We look forward to a good season. We hope you'll be with us throughout the season as we bring you most of the home games for both the boys and girls. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the opening tip-off. Well, we welcome you back to East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where the Lady Bears are taking on the Lady Barrons. Teams coming out on the court to start the action. We mentioned East Brunswick comes in 7-1, Woodbridge 5-3.
And clearly you can see the height disadvantage already for the Bears.
And they're going to re-jump it, I believe. Ball knocked out of bounds, not sure who it went off of. Grimes jumping at center against Oriole, and East Brunswick quickly. Breen pass inside. Good shot taken there by McBride, but won't go, and the Barrons will bring it up.
And Lyman almost turning it over. And you see the pressure defense by the Bears.
And we're going to have a foul called against McBride. Quickly, the starting 5 for East Brunswick is Kristen Breen, Amy Hansen, Nikki McBride, Jill Kenny, and Gio Oriole. And we've got a 5-second violation.
That's just good defense by the Bears there, and Barron's not able to find an opening.
East Brunswick, Breen outside, 3-point land. Not this time. Grimes knocks it away and controlled by Woodbridge, and we've got a foul underneath. And it's going to be called against Lyman, number 30.
Adrian Lyman with an offensive foul there. She got the rebound, but sort of threw an elbow there. Official quarter.
So the Bears will have it under their own basket. No score. Look inside. Easy basket for Breen.
And you see the full court pressure there by the Bears. Patented pressure. And they got to get it across the line and quick.
They do. Looking underneath. Another turnover for Woodbridge.
And that's what the pressure does. Time and time again, we've seen that where if you put enough pressure on them, you take them out of the game and force the turnover.
So the Bears bring it up. That's Kenny, number 21. Gets it in a corner, McBride. To Breen from the foul line. Off the rim, rebound Woodbridge. And we're gonna have a foul against number 32 for East Brunswick. That's Gio Oriole.
And Bukowski, Jen Bukowski coming down with the rebound and drew the foul.
So East Brunswick quickly 2 team fouls here in the first quarter.
And the Bears are trying to make up in aggressiveness what they lack in rebounding ability, height anyway.
Woodbridge trying to get it in, they do. Stolen by Breen, and they'll let it go, and they're gonna say it's off East Brunswick.
Yes, 23, Chris, you and Jill.
So the Barrons having a tough time inbounding
No touch,
from
no
underneath
touch.
the East Brunswick basket.
Hurry the ball. Trap.
Phil, nowhere to go.
Just good defense by the Bears, and there's the turnover.
And quickly, East Brunswick underneath. McBride won't
foul.
go. Grimes pulls it down. She looks to the outside. Barton, number 33, controlling. Gives it back now to Ziegler. She's the playmaker. And she loses the ball. Oh, they're gonna say it's against East Brunswick.
It appeared that Ziegler lost it, but apparently a Bear got a hand in it.
Our score is 2-0. East Brunswick on top.
And Keisha Barton going up strong, and
Barton, 2 shots at it, won't go. Kenny with the rebound. Quickly, the Bears break up court. Hanson now to McBride. McBride drives, and a good block by Grimes, and Orioles fouled underneath.
And Grimes is a force underneath there. Karen Grimes, she's a starter from last year that returns, one of 2 starters, and seems to be doing a good job right now. And Gio Oriole, the sophomore, going to the line to shoot 2.
Keep hustling, keep hustling.
Oriole misses the first.
Be up, lift your elbow.
One more. Phil, I would suspect that Woodbridge is a rather young team.
Well, they lost 6 seniors last year, so I'd say they're sort of young.
3-0 the Bears, and a foul is going to be called here. Foul is on number 21. That's Jill Kenny, her first. And East Brunswick's 3rd team foul. Woodbridge, again, trying to overcome this pressure by East Brunswick. Ziegler seems to have the best ball handling skills on the team.
I thought she turned it over.
I thought so too, Phil. Barton now has it knocked away, throws it away, and right into Hanson's hand, and she's fouled. Bukowski called number 22 on the foul.
And 3rd team foul for both teams. And both teams appeared a little bit tight, certainly not in the flow of the game.
Our score is 3-0, East Brunswick on top. First period, 5:30 showing on the clock. McBride looks inside, no one there. Saved, however. Hanson looks inside for Breen, and Breen is going to be fouled.
No, Ziegler leaning on Breen in official quarter.
Elizabeth Cannon comes in, number 43, and McBride will take a breather. Bears get it out to Hanson. Looks underneath for Kenny. And off Mom with the camera. Shot, Breen won't go. Inside, nice pass to Hanson.
Pass. And another block by Grimes.
And we're gonna have a jump ball. It'll go Woodbridge's way.
And Karen Grimes underneath doing the job there defensively.
Papania comes in. And Breen will take a breather.
Papania,
I'm sorry. Ziegler driving, has a person open down court, throws it away.
She waited just a step too late, John. She did have her open in the wing, Bukowski down on the wing there, but didn't get the ball to her.
Well, kind of a sloppy start thus far, Phil, for both teams. And we only have 3 points scored in the game. We're about halfway through this first period. Looking underneath, there's Kenny, but she's boxed in, tries to get it out, she does. Papania looking. Oriole saves it. Thrown back in, there's nothing in the middle.
Barrons playing good defense himself, sort of a swarming defense. Oh, turnover there.
No call. Cannon to Kenny.
Oh, Grimes again. Karen Grimes, that about her 4th block so far.
This action's tough to call. It's so quick. Kenny gets it over to Oriole.
And she walked. No call.
3-pointer over the rim. I think one of these coaches should call timeout.
I think you're going to see a timeout pretty soon. Yeah.
A little crazy out there. Barton for Woodbridge. Slows it down finally. Into Grimes. Grimes playing way outside. Barton, shot is good.
Just a fine move by Keisha Barton. She's used to playing underneath. They've had to put her out front a little bit more, but underneath is her game.
Cannon
Grimes
drives all the way and is blocked. She must have 4 blocks already,
I'll
Phil.
tell you.
Cannon gets it out. Hanson all by herself. 3-pointer. In and out.
And Barton grabs the rebound, fouled by Gio. And I tell you, early on, the Barrons are accounting rather well for themselves. They're being aggressive on the boards, playing very solid defense.
Well, no doubt they came to play, and they're really showing it on the defensive end, Phil, as you've said. Our score is 3-2.
A turnover again, no call.
Cannon falls down, gets it out to McBride, who's back in the game. She looks outside. Breen drives. Nice move to the basket to make it 5-2 the Bears.
Kristen Breen.
Woodbridge continuing to have trouble getting the ball up court. Finally get it over to Grimes. And East Brunswick's defense really putting pressure on Woodbridge. Almost knocked away that time. Bukowski.
Turning strong to the hoop.
5-4, Bears by 1. McBride from the corner drives the baseline and is fouled. Oh, they're saying she traveled. And a lot of substitution by both teams.
Okay, fast pace here.
2:30 shown first period, Bears on top, 5-4.
And Ziegler back in for Bukowski.
Lyman looks across, stolen by Breen. Good play by Kristen. And restolen by Lyman.
And we got a jump ball, and the Bears will keep it.
Coaching in this game, you better have your Maylocks. Breen slows down the pace, walks it up court, gets it over to McBride. McBride in the middle, and they're gonna call a foul here. And a call is on East Brunswick. I'm sorry, on Woodbridge, number 31. That's Karen Grimes. So East Brunswick will inbound. Breen outside will take it off the front. And Ziegler finally comes down with it. Quickly up court. Barton, yes, and Woodbridge takes the lead, 6-5.
Keisha Barton, rather impressive.
Cannon has it, sets, fires, short. Goes Woodbridge's way. Grimes looking for some help, finally gets it.
And Ziegler trying to dribble up instead of passing the ball. She finally gets it up.
Barton looks across. Grimes underneath, off the Woodbridge player, and controlled by Woodbridge. They lead 6-5, a minute 20 shown, first period.
Cross-court pass.
Yeah, somewhat dangerous, but able to accomplish it anyway. And another turnover for Woodbridge. Breen sets up Cannon underneath. She's fouled, and that'll be against Ziegler.
The Bears have been, I understand, been playing a lot of half-court ball. They've been moving on defense, but they've been running up and down here, and at this juncture certainly hasn't been pretty. And of course you have Liz Cannon at the line right now, and certainly from the Cannon family, Timmy Cannon, a fine ball player 2 years ago for the Bears.
Cannon with an opportunity to tie it up. Misses, but gets her own rebound, keeps the ball alive. McBride now moving it around. Kenny, nice move, has it knocked away by Grimes. Woodbridge. Starts on the break, pulls out of it. Huzar with the ball, she'll shoot it. Off the rim, rebound East Brunswick. Kenny quickly to McBride. Back out to Kenny, shot. Rebound, East Brunswick, and it's good.
Eriksfield? What number was that, John?
51.
That's Eriksfield, yeah.
Oh, I don't have her on my card.
Okay.
Woodbridge quickly brings it down. In and out. 7 seconds, Bears by 1, 7-6, Cannon. So at the end of the first period, it's the Bears 7, Woodbridge 6.
And that was Erica Innerfield scoring that last basket, John. We don't have her on our list here.
Number 51. Well, Reggie, as before, or in the past rather, has been mic'd up, and we're gonna go down and listen in on him.
All right. More so than the hacking, every one of you got the happy feet again. There's not a one of you getting set up to take a shot correctly. You got all these little happy feet going on. Will you just settle down, calm down, and play basketball? Keep taking it to the hole. If they block it, they block it. Big deal. Whatever they block in the first quarter, they're not going to block in the second quarter. Keep running them. More so the outside shooting, there's too much happy feet going on. You're not getting set in your shooting. You're shooting off balance again. All right, you look kind of like the Bishop R game again. You're too wound up. On defense, stay that way, but on offense, relax and get your feet set. Get a good look and get a good take. All right, Kristen, Nikki, Amy, Liz, and Letitia start out. All right, hustle. 1, 2, 3, hustle. Come on, report in.
Okay, John, he's talking about really play your game, settle down. They got the happy feet. He's telling them to go to hold. He's saying they're not going to continue to block it. He's right. They have 16 fouls right now, and the next one will put them in the 1-and-1. So even if they attempt to block, they got to be called a foul pretty soon and to work to East Brunswick's advantage. But Karen Grimes has easily blocked 5 thus far.
Well, Phil, if you're Woodbridge coach, you got to be pleased. Only down by a point, and a foul by Breen.
Just good hustle on Breen's part, and Carney won't. Just seeing that hustle.
First foul on Breen. Well, we'll see if East Brunswick settles down on offense. They're playing great defense thus far.
Seem to be in a 1-3-1.
Wild shot by Woodbridge. Cabana with the rebound. Another turnover, though, and Woodbridge quickly. And they have it knocked away. Breen will call out an offensive play, set something up. Our score remains 7-6, Bears by 1. We're in the second period here at East Brunswick High School. Play underneath, but a foul. McBride misses.
I'll tell you, good movement by the Bears, however. And McBride will go to the line.
Foul was on number 10, Zaneski.
And Nikki McBride has done a fine job for the Bears here. She's having 11 points per game and has 11 threes as well, so she has a nice touch. And as soon as I say it, she misses the foul. But Nikki McBride has been a valuable contributor for the Bears here. And that's what really Reggie Carney wanted. He wanted somebody to step up. He knew he was going to have scoring by Breen, but he wanted some other people to step up to help with the scoring, and McBride has.
Well, McBride increases East Brunswick's lead by 2. 8-6 is our score. Grimes looking across, gets it to Ziegler. And they've got to get that ball across, and they
10
don't.
seconds. And I tell you,
Good defense by East Brunswick.
that's all it is. Good pressure defense, and Barrons aren't able to do much about it.
East Brunswick will inbound at half court. Breen gets it to McBride, looks underneath for Breen, somehow controls it, and the basket for the Bears.
Okay, Letitia Papania coming up with 2. And once again, the pressure by the Bears there, and they got to get it across there, and they do.
They do. Barton finally gets hold of it, knocked away, and it should go East Brunswick's way. Papania, good hustle. Cross court, Hansen now looking for the opening, goes to the corner over Breen's head, and it's on the line. It'll go Woodbridge's way. 10-6, Bears by 4, 6:40 showing, second period. And Woodbridge turns it over one more time, and a travel against Hansen. And Grimes comes in.
Karen Grimes coming back in the game.
For her sister.
That's right, Kathy Grimes.
East Brunswick just pressuring
All over.
Woodbridge to no end. They finally break it a little bit. Barton going right to the hoop and overshoots it. And it's going to stay Woodbridge's way. Some substitutions for East Brunswick. Kenny and Oriole come in. Cannon and Hansen go to the bench. Grimes to Barton, turns around, looks, gets it back out. Lyman now trying to set something up. Woodbridge down by 4. Grimes outside. Bufoski won't go this time. Rebound East Brunswick. McBride all the way, pulls out to Oriole. Breen, yes. 12-6, and Woodbridge wants a timeout, and they're going to have it. So Phil, East Brunswick settling down, showing a little bit more now on
Starting
offense.
to settle down. Reggie talked about taking better shots and settling down. They appear to be doing that, and it's reflected in the score right now.
Let's listen in to Reggie.
Okay. That Carolina, she wasn't open and you're trying to force it in, okay? Have some patience on that. when we go to wheel, make sure, remember, you got to dribble over to the side to get a better angle on that, okay? Again, just keep sticking with the program. They're starting to get more and more tired. It's going to get easier and easier, all right? If you do not have the layup, stay wide, look for the trailers, then just reverse it. Once we reverse it from the corner to the wing to the opposite elbow is wide open. If by some chance we don't get it, then just run X. X will be wide open. Come on, keep it going.
To the baseline.
All right, defense, 1, 2, 3, defense, come on.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Well, Reggie's confident that they're going to wear the Barrons down, and I guess he should know. He wants to keep the pressure on, feels that the longer the game goes on, the more in control the Bears will be. They're going to wear them down. They hope to wear them down.
Well, we have 5:53 showing on the clock, second period. Bears on top, 12-6. At one time, Woodbridge was in the lead, but the Bears have now opened up a 6-point margin. Most of it done on tenacious defense, causing turnovers by Woodbridge. Ziegler going right down the middle. And Phil, wouldn't you put Grimes underneath if you were Woodbridge?
Well, see, that's what she's used to playing. They don't have too many outside shooters and whatnot, so Barton and Grimes have had to, from time to time, go outside.
East Brunswick, Kenny with the rebound, quickly up to Breen.
That's a foul.
She's fouled. Ziegler, I believe that's her second.
And you take a look
Her third, Phil, excuse me.
Right. Take a look at Christian Breen, and we knew she would be good. We saw her sophomore year in the state tournament down at, I think it was in Washington, or Washington School down South Jersey. And at that time, I knew she would be good. Right now, she's leading the county in scoring with about 21 points per game, and also really up there as far as threes with 19 threes. And, of course, I jinxed her as well. But just a fine all-around ball player, and just a fine young lady as well. Does a lot of coaching with the Pop Warner cheerleaders.
Breen makes it 13-6. East Brunswick matching up man for man on this press. They go to the ball. And there's the turnover. McBride,
Ooh, and
she's fouled.
Hacked. She's hacked, and that's almost a frustration hack there.
Fouled by Bukowski. Oh, they're going to call it on Lyman, her second. So McBride will go to the line, and Nikki has been around for a while, Phil.
That's for sure. And one of the players that's really come to the fore to solidify this team.
She makes the first and the second, all net both times to make it 15-6, Bears by 9.
That's her third free throw. And finally, the Barrons found a way.
Bukowski all by herself, 15-8. Kenny brings it up real quick. And Oreo. Back to McBride. McBride drives, puts it up.
No foul.
No foul, ball still alive.
Papania with the rebound, and she's tied up.
And it should go Woodbridge's way. Oh, they're saying East Brunswick. So East Brunswick inbounds. Leading by 7, Oreo.
Short.
Net, but wrong side of the net. As Breen puts it in the corner, McKinney bring it out. Looking for someone to make a move. Oreo's free. McBride drives. Block.
Grimes with
Oh,
the
and what a play by Breen underneath. A little spin action on it off the glass. And a foul. I believe it's going to be on Papania.
Well, what you're seeing is
they're calling on Breen. I'm not right either tonight.
But you're seeing a lot of Breen's repertoire. She just outstanding ball player.
4:20, Bears by 9. 17-8 is our score.
And the trapping defense by the Bears is just creating havoc for the Barrons, John.
Yeah. Turnovers are just eating Woodbridge up this second period. They were in this game, in fact, only trailing by a point when the period started. They're now down by 9, having scored only 1 basket thus far. 4 minutes remaining before halftime. Hansen back in the game, has it, looking for some room. Looks for Breen off of Woodbridge player, and Bukowski, she's tough, comes up with it, but foul's gonna be called.
Nikki McBride, I believe.
You're right, Phil. And we're in the bonus situation. Second foul on McBride. Bukowski has it fall in. She'll get it, the bonus.
And Jen Bukowski, the 5'8" junior guard, as you say, John, sinks the first one.
Missing the second. Breen with the rebound to Cannon. Cannon quickly will pull up. Hansen gets it back to Breen. Breen looks in the corner, has Oreo. Oreo drives to the basket, has it knocked away by Grimes. Phil, I'm impressed with this Grimes.
Grimes is a force.
Karen Grimes.
There. She certainly is. Anything that's coming in there, she has a hand on it.
17-9 is our score. Clock moving down before halftime. Cross court to Grimes. To her sister, actually, who gets it back out. Sineski. Woodbridge trying to find some area where they can penetrate, and Bukowski just throws it up there, and she's fouled.
I'll tell you, good movement by the Barrons, and I think Giovanni is called for the foul. 4-3, I correct that. That's
Cannon.
Cannon. And
that's her first.
Bukowski back at the line.
You can hear the crowd.
I tell you, they should give her 1 point. It touched every part of the rim.
Short that time. Grimes comes up with it. Lyman throws it up. Struggle underneath. And they're going to call a jump. And it should go to Woodbridge.
Nikki over this side more. Nikki right there.
So Lyman will look. She puts it back outside. No one inside for Woodbridge. East Brunswick's defense once again tipped by Breen. McBride all the way on the break. In and out. And it comes right back to McBride, who gives it to Breen. Hansen by herself, and she took the step.
Amy Hansen a little anxious there, and as you say, John, took the steps.
Well, after all that action, our score remains 17-9.
And the Bears at half-court pressure right now.
Woodbridge doing a little bit better job of getting that ball moving around on offense. They've just not been able to find the basket. Grimes underneath uses the glass to make it 17-11.
They break the zone.
Cannon puts one up, short. Woodbridge does a good job getting the ball up court to Grimes underneath. She still has it. And stolen by Hansen, and a travel against Hansen.
Okay. Didn't think Hansen had quite control of it, but official standing right there made the call.
We have 1:59 shown before halftime. Grimes has it blocked by Cannon, and a ball falls into the hands of Hansen. McBride quickly brings it up. Breen out to Hansen. She's there. She's got the time short. Lyman being pressured. Puts it in the corner. Zaneski. And she's fouled.
Was she in the three-point area? That might be two shots.
Yeah. Good point, Phil.
That's Carrie Huzard, 5'7" junior guard at the line.
Bears on top, 17-11. We're near halftime. And because of the team fouls, it's a bonus situation. I'm sorry, she was getting 2 for shooting, rather. And misses both. And it goes off Woodbridge. So we'll see what strategy East Brunswick employs, whether they will milk the clock down or look for the opening and take advantage of it. Nice play by Barton. Woodbridge showing a little better defense. They trail 17-11. 1 minute remaining before half. Good rebound that time by Cannon. Gives it to Breen, quickly up court. Breen being closely guarded by Huzar. She'll take the three-pointer. Yes, off the back of the rim.
And that's her 20th three-pointer of the year. When you consider she had 29 last year to lead the area, and she's well on her way to breaking that.
20-11 is our score, and a jump ball called. .33 seconds remaining. Kenny over to Cannon. Breen will put it up.
Ooh,
off the glass and stays there.
Wow.
22-11 with 10 seconds. Foul is called. I believe it's on Kenny. Nope, Innersfield. That's her first. And again, we're in the bonus situation. In and out.
And Adrian Lyman misses the shot.
22-11 is our score. Breen at the buzzer, off the rim. So it's halftime here at East Brunswick. Lady Bears on top by 11, 22-11. And we'll take a short break and we'll bring you the start of the third period action in just a moment.
Hey, John, as we open the second half there, you've got a good view of the Baylogs there, and they got to be pretty proud. Melissa Baylog, who plays for the JVs most of the time, made all-county in field hockey, so we certainly want to congratulate the Baylogs.
Yeah, she really had an outstanding season this year. And she's here tonight.
Okay, here we go.
On the bench for Reggie Carney. I'm sure we'll see her later on as we start this second half. Bears on top, 22-11. After a rather close first period, the Bears really opened it up this second period.
Led by Christian Breen with 14 first half points, and I think you're going to see it open up much more the second half.
Grimes, who I don't believe has taken a shot yet.
Doesn't seem to have taken a shot. She had a chance right there and didn't go to the boards.
Breen misses. Oreo has it blocked and again
Grimes.
knocked away. McBride sets in and out. Ball's alive on the court. And stepping on the line is Cannon in her pursuit of it. So it'll go over to Woodbridge.
Kristen, you're doubling here. 8 to 9.
Ziegler with 3 fouls back in.
Wow.
Bukowski somehow.
I'll tell you, they had to call something there, Travis. She's running all over the place.
Full 360-degree pirouette. And so a turnover by Woodbridge gives the ball back to the Lady Bears. Breen, nice move, short on the layup. Kept alive by East Brunswick. Gio takes the lane.
Good strong lead.
And good layup
I'll
to make
tell
it
you.
24-11.
Giovanni Oreo with a fine move to the basket.
Again, pressure by East Brunswick. Ziegler brings it up quickly, however.
Good pass.
Bukowski just out of position.
And Reggie exhorting him to run.
McBride to Breen, 3-point land. Not this time. Follow-up, Cannon. Hanson. McBride, 3-pointer, yes.
And that's McBride's 12th three-pointer of the year.
27-11. Turnover Woodbridge, basket Breen. And Woodbridge will take a timeout. Reggie smiling as well he should be with a 18-point lead, and let's listen in.
Good. Right. You two make sure that kid doesn't catch the ball. You're standing up too high because you got the comfort of her. Both of you get low. You're face guarding her, you're behind her. Now, you know the only other option is your girl. Don't let your girl catch the ball. Your girl's a safety like you just did. Keep flying up and tipping it away. If you're tired, all right, or you're hurting, you come up on her girl, right? So again, switch if you need that. Keep the run going.
Go.
Keep the run going, all right?
Go.
Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense. Keep it going, come on.
Keep it going, Phil.
Keep the run going. Reggie talked about pressuring him and tiring him out, and now it's time for his team to run. It's early in the second half there, but he thinks he has their legs already.
Well, one thing you can be certain of, and that is East Brunswick's in condition to run.
That's for sure.
Woodbridge still looking to unlock the secret here against that East Brunswick defense, and they just cannot do anything. Lyman trying to do something. Gets the ball across to Barton finally. Grimes looking for help, looks inside to her sister. Back out, nice play, shot. Rebound Lyman. Barton puts it on the floor, that's a mistake. And Oreo jumps right in there.
I'll tell you, good hustle by Gio.
So it'll go East Brunswick's way.
And John, you got a point. You got to wonder why Karen Grimes doesn't shoot. She's often in position to put the ball up, but just doesn't look to go to the basket.
Given her height, Phil, I think she would be a force under there. McBride, not this time. Rebound Woodbridge. And Hanson, they're gonna call for reaching in.
Amy Hanson, the tough defender that she is. Amy usually handles the best offensive player for the other team and tends to get a little over-aggressive at times.
29-11 is our score, Bears by 18. Lyman brings it up. Taken away by Hanson. Green quickly down to McBride. McBride drives. And can't control it, they'll call it for traveling. And some fresh legs for Woodbridge.
Okay. Got Bukowski and Zaneski. Sounds like South River.
Green on a steal. Just a little short. Bukowski. Finally gets it into Grimes as she's going to take the shot.
Oh, mercy.
She should have, she didn't.
She's got to use that height and go strong to the hole. She just has to. Somebody's got to develop that.
Barton. Off the rim, Zaneski. Inside is Breen, and it's going to go off Woodbridge.
Yeah, John, it's glaring. I mean, we see there, Grimes gets there. She has the height advantage, seems to have very good hands. And you just, you know, someone has to work with her with going to the hole. She's going to draw the foul at least if she turns towards the basket and puts it up.
Kenny will give it to Hanson. They'll just move it around until they find that opening.
Good motion.
McBride, Papania to Breen. This is the East Brunswick offense we're used to. Hanson, three-pointer, won't roll in, and it'll stay East Brunswick's way. Our score with 3:51 remaining third period is the Bears 29, Woodbridge 11. After a pretty close first quarter, it's been all East Brunswick ever since. Breen will put it up. Not this time. Papania underneath, and she's fouled by Grimes. They're going to call it on Barton. Papania will shoot two.
Letitia Papania with 2 points for the first half and trying to add to that total from the line.
Substitution. Cannon comes in, McBride goes out. And some substitutions for Woodbridge as well. Huser and Grimes comes in.
Bears only shooting 53% for the year from the line, and I'll tell you, John, that is one of the spots where they're certainly going to have to get a lot more solid down the line. I saw them against Bishop Bar, and Bishop Bar only shot 29%. Awful lot of fouls called in that game, but Bishop Bar made, I think, something like 33 of 41 or something like that. And the good teams got to make their foul shots.
Steal by Kenny and a foul reaching in to Zaneski. Breen looks to inbound. There's Hanson. Breen takes the baseline, has an opening, won't go. Grimes on the rebound. East Brunswick loosens up a little bit on defense. Zaneski into Barton, spins off the rim. Cannon has it for the Bears. Stolen by Barton. (29-11), our score remains. 2:50 showing, third period.
And there's a tumble on the floor there. Zaneski and Hanson.
Barton spins, turns, has it come up short, and it'll go East Brunswick's way. So they had their opportunities, Phil. Woodbridge just doesn't.
They certainly do. They're getting shots off, not going down for them.
Doesn't have that shooter, particularly inside. Cannon off the glass, just off the rim as well. East Brunswick under their own basket. Green all by herself. She's got it that time.
Mercy.
32-11. 21-point advantage for East Brunswick.
And 21 points for, 19 points for Breen at this juncture. 2 below her average.
Two shot pile. 51. Go. Face the basket, Amy. Face the basket. Keep moving, Kristen. Keep moving.
Cannon has it blocked by Barton.
And Keisha Barton, good defense there. Once again, the Bears are pressing full court.
Despite a 21-point lead. Stolen by Cannon. Knocked away.
Huzar, Carrie Huzar. Okay, Grimes and Ziegler back for the Barrons, and
The Grimes sisters are in.
Giovanni Oriole back for the Bears.
Hansen hits the bottom of the backboard. And Lyman will try to bring it up and has to give it off to Ziegler. Bears by 21 with 1:35 showing, third period. Breen steals it, goes right back to Hansen on the slap away. Kenny drives, and she's traveled.
Double dribble they call.
Down court, intercepted. Hansen to McBride. Oreo had thoughts about it. Breen can't control it.
Just lost it.
Innerfield comes in. Hansen comes out. Woodbridge, Lyman by herself, yes. 32-13.
Adrian Lyman with her first basket.
Bears with a comfortable margin, and if they're gonna call a block against Woodbridge, I think it's Huzar. .43 showing on the clock. Bears comfortably in lead, 32-13. And they still have it, and it'll be a jump ball. And it'll go over to Woodbridge. Ziegler, some fine ball handling. Pulls up, puts it up. Oriole with the rebound. Bears on the run. Here comes Breen.
Oh, wow.
Underneath the Hansen. McBride, I'm sorry.
I'll tell you, Breen just blows right by her.
Down to 9 seconds. And a travel call against Kenny. Woodbridge will have 7 seconds to try to get it up court before the end of the third period. And a whistle. And that'll do it. So at the end of 3, the Bears are on top, 34-13.
And I'll tell you, John, the Bears seem to be certainly in control here, and Carney had to know that sooner or later they would settle down. And speaking of Reggie Carney, you really got to give him some credit during this span before we covered him, he actually won his 400th game, I think, in the holiday tournament, and to date has 403 victories, 296 at Hoffman, and 107 while here at East Brunswick. And that is quite a feat. 400 anything is a whole lot. Marbles, except for dollars, I guess.
That's true.
But he's really done a super job. And again, not losing an awful lot of talent and still managing to put a team together. And that's what a program's about. When you can reach down and know that you've developed players, they come along to pick up the slack here.
Well, Phil, you and I both know, being on both sides of the bench, so to speak, that the harder job is motivating a team after you've lost key players. And if you look at Reggie this year, he still brings the same degree of energy, the tenacity, the desire to win. And he's got a program that's established. These kids believe in it. They believe in themselves. And you're seeing the product of that here tonight as well as throughout the season.
Well, I'll tell you this, also no pressure. I mean, for the last 3 years, they were picked as the #1 team in the county. For the last 3 years, they were picked to win the county tournament.
Right.
Before the season, they didn't happen. They're not the top gun. Bishop R is right now, and they feel no pressure. They're going to go out and play and have fun. And you see Carney a little demonstrative, but he's not doing that simply because they happen to be up by 21 points, but it's a game situation. He wants to be able to make that play, make that basket in a game situation with time running out.
We should point out what happened was there was a foul called on the play with 1 second left in the third period. They allowed the teams to take a break, put the ball back in action for that 1 second. Breen missed the three-pointer, and now we're getting ready for the last 8 minutes of the game.
And you got to feel for Rita Saylor. She's in her 7th year at Woodbridge there, and I said she lost 6 seniors, and it's just tough when you got to go up against the Bishop R's and the East Brunswick and Piscataways.
Well, Phil, we'll talk a little bit about that as we enter this fourth quarter, and East Brunswick on top 34-13. When you look at the girls' side of the basketball court, if you will, and the GMC, particularly the red division, you're looking at Bishop R and Piscataway.
No doubt about it. And EB.
Barton for Woodbridge makes it. So it's 34-15. East Brunswick still running. Breen quickly to Cannon.
Cannon off balance.
McBride comes up with it. Breen has it blocked.
Ziegler. And that's one Ziegler talk about on the bus going back. Did you see me block Breen? I mean, they got to carry something away from here.
And a little foul there. Bukowski trips, I believe it was Hanson as she was driving the baseline. Phil, the real excitement of the season is yet to come. I mean, Bishop R game, there will be a rematch there. There's Piscataway yet to come.
They will, and I think, again, I talked about the Bishop R game, just an ugly game I saw him play.
Breen missing the shot.
There was no flow to the game. I do want to correct one thing. Jimmy, in his article, gave Amy Hansen credit for shutting down Jen Clementi, and that's just stuff you put on the walls there. Amy Hansen did a fine job, but they were collapsing 2 and 3 players on Jen Clementi. But just an ugly game, a lot of fouls. Officials seem to be baiting the both coaches. Just a strange game, and you got to believe the Bears are going to be a lot better the next time they play them. Okay.
Go ahead.
That's Lyman coming in for Bukowski.
East Brunswick from under their own basket. Look across, there's Breen. She takes a step left, moves right. Ooh. Had trouble controlling it. And Woodbridge, that needs to score in buckets here, is awful slow bringing it up court and then throws it away. Breen to Cannon. Hanson. Breen drives, puts it up right-handed, won't go. She's been short on the layups.
Short on
tonight.
it, and I think she'll just a little more. She'll take something from this game. Has made some fine moves to get to the basket, and as you point out, John, just come up short a little bit on a few plays.
Ziegler, a little sky shot there that misses everything except the floor. Phil, we're talking basketball, and I know we're talking about the girls tonight, but the boys are putting it together so far this season.
We'll be here Saturday to see the boys, and the boys have just done an outstanding job. And you want to talk about the surprise of the GMC? Certainly the boys. Maybe we won't be here Saturday, but the fact of the matter is they've done an outstanding job. Bo Henning, one of the finer coaches in all of New Jersey, really, does a good job.
Drive, Breen, nice move. Just can't find the hoop.
Grimes with another block.
And we're going to have a double dribble called on McBride. You don't see that much anymore.
You don't.
Lyman bringing it up quickly. Woodbridge trailing 34-15 with 5:40 remaining in the game. East Brunswick's really had their way for the last 3 periods. Though you'd never know the score by watching the Woodbridge team.
They're still at it.
Grimes gets it and gives it back, Phil. We've talked about it tonight.
They just lost power here for the clock anyway.
Well, we're gonna have to wing this with you.
And the score we did have, I'm not sure I have
it. And they're gonna wait until we get some electric back.
Oh, someone just pulled the plug out there, that's all. And here we go.
All right.
And
there we go.
We'll readjust the scoreboard.
Some red faces.
But John, while they're fixing the clock, it allows some time to really talk about it. Bishop Bar, as you point out, is certainly a fine team. Jen Clementi, very strong in the middle. Michelle Lana, and also a fine ball player. Piscataway, not surprisingly, undefeated at this juncture here. And the Bears will be in the mix there. And so for the GMC, that's where we'll be. I start to say red, but Bishop Bar is actually in the white division.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
but in the end, unlike football, they could meet up.
Oh, they will meet up. Yeah. They will meet up. No.
We're trying to determine here how much time was left on the clock. There was about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left when the plug went out.
I'm sure you know that, John, because you were really into the game. But anyway, they got 6:33 up there right now.
So,
and 34-15 was the correct score.
Well, they're going to put on a minute or so, and we'll have to go with it.
It almost worked, John.
I was thinking of Woodbridge, honestly. Breen gives it to Kenny. East Brunswick trying to work their offense still. Hanson, and they're going to call a foul.
And you take a good look at Amy Hanson, and Amy is just what do you call a tough ball player. And as I pointed out, she'll usually guard the offensive star for the opposing team and stay in their face. She did do a good job against Jane Clementi, but had help. Like her style, feisty, always has been, and just will give you 110% all the time.
Now she misses the second. So East Brunswick with a 20-point lead, 35-15. Hanson almost with another steal. Grimes looking for help. Gives it to Lyman. Barton fights and makes it.
I'll tell you, that's a strong move. And I tell you, some of what you look for from Grimes. You're in there, you got the height advantage, turn towards the hoop.
That's right. Knocked off a Woodbridge player, so East Brunswick will have it. 35-17. Bears on top by 18. Kenny tries a long one. DeBreen, she's thinking about it. And she'll get it out to Kenny. McBride. Kenny will take it herself, drives off the glass. Papania gets it back out, keeps it alive. Breen, three-pointer. Not this time. Grimes with the rebound.
A 2 on none.
And she's fouled by Kenny.
Carrie Huzard, the 5'7" junior guard, going up with the basket. Kenny fouled her and she'll go to the line to shoot.
She'll shoot
another
one. So she could put the 20th point on the board for Woodbridge. And she does. Clock showing 4:55 remaining in the game. Bears by 15. McBride looking. Coach Carney calling out offensive directions. Breen inside. Tries the hook. Papania keeps it alive once again. Kenny. Papania, a little turn and go. Off the rim as Grimes pulls it down.
Grimes does some of everything well, except shoot.
And Lyman's really got to find someone under the basket here. They're down by a bunch. And some changes now for East Brunswick. Cannon and Norio come back in. Huzar doesn't know what to do. Puts it up there. Bukowski. Rebound Oreo. She was hacked, but no call.
Bukowski back up and down.
She gets it back. 35-22.
7 points for Jen Bukowski.
And Bukowski just ran into McBride.
Well, she's a physical player, no doubt about it.
And East Brunswick will take a timeout. Well, with 3:51 left in the game, let's listen in on Reg and see what he has to say.
Don't start forcing balls everywhere, all right? Before you know it, we'll be worried about losing the game rather than somehow pulling away if we start getting silly out here, okay? Don't start forcing balls. When you're running X, whatever you're running, you're not even doing it with any enthusiasm. You're taking still the wildest off-balance shots out here. Just move the ball till you get something clean. Now, down this end, all right? How embarrassing is that? You're all supposed to be in front of the ball, okay? Except for the girl on the ball. They get a breakaway layup, and 5 of you are standing back here. Now, you just did it again. Will you stop running around like nutbags trying to steal the ball and score your layups? Play defense before we're sweating out a win, okay? Right now, look at that again. We are up by 13 points. This game is losable. Start playing smart. Hustle, 1, 2, 3, hustle. Play defense.
Little wake-up call, Phil?
A little wake-up call. Reggie's not really coaching for this game, despite what he says. He's coaching for to keep them sharp and so forth. 3:51, nearly 4 minutes left. Anything can happen, but I don't think we think this game is losable. The thing is, he wants them to be consistent. And he's right, 2 fast breaks where no one was down the court.
McBride makes it 36-22.
And McBride has her average, 11 points.
So the Bears again by 15, 37-22. Woodbridge having a tough time getting it in. And they're gonna call a jump ball, and it'll go Woodbridge's way. So it'll be the same play basically all over. They're gonna call a foul that time on McBride. Lyman brings it up. Huzar will try to get the offense moving here. Looking underneath, another turnover. McBride comes up with it. Lyman with the steal. 37-24, 13-point lead now for the Bears. 3 minutes remaining in the game. Oreo will put it over to Breen. In the corner, looks underneath the cannon. Nice play there.
Liz Cannon.
(39-24). Shot made by Bukowski. Oreo looks underneath. No one there. They're going to call a kick against Woodbridge. Timeout Woodbridge. So with 2:32 on the clock, Phil, 39-26. And I would agree with you that while maybe this game is not losable, Woodbridge is hanging in there and playing tough.
Well, Woodbridge is hanging tough, but they're playing one of the elite of the red division, and it's tough. And again, you look at Rita Saylor, who's clearly done to lose 6 seniors and to have her club as scrappy as she has had them says a whole lot. But again, when you look at things, it's about developing a program, and not to denigrate certainly Woodbridge, but really to put things in perspective for what East Brunswick has done with their basketball programs, both boys and girls. But they don't stop playing. They keep on hustling, and you see Rita Saylor,
she keeps on coaching.
Keeps on coaching, and that's what it's about.
Right. All right, so the Bears with 2:32 remaining in the game. They'll have the ball again under their own basket, and they seem to have had that situation all night. Nice crowd tonight. Come out to see the Lady Bears. Hansen pops it over into Oreo's hands. Breen, 3-point land. Hansen, they'll give it back to her. 2-pointer this time she makes. 41-26. East Brunswick by 15. Ziegler in and out. And a foul's gonna be called against Oreo underneath.
And Bukowski's done a job. She's 9 points to lead her team. And she's just a junior, 5'8" junior. She'll be back next year.
Well, she's got a third of all team points tonight. Makes it 41-27. Breen to Hansen. McBride takes control. McBride looking. Underneath, Hanson all by herself. Misses as Woodbridge takes the rebound. Ziegler, minute 35 remaining. And a foul's called. Yeah, timeout East Brunswick with a minute 31. I think Reggie wants to do a little coaching here, Phil, as they say. Let's listen in.
We go to man-to-man half court. We don't get set up. We miss a box out. They get it. Okay? Our biggest ally is the clock running. You go to reach in and steal a ball, God knows why. You call for a foul, you stop the clock again. What don't we understand right now? I know this is a learning experience that we stink. We're in front of our crowd. We're looking up there. God knows that's silly enough. Why can't we remember right now just to play defense? Why are you still trying to steal the ball? You had all night to do that. Right now, it's not the time. You've heard over and over again, time and scoreboard. Time and scoreboard says just play defense, don't try and steal the ball. Win, 1, 2, 3, win. Get some smarts out here.
Pretty basic point, Phil.
The basic point is at this juncture, you're stealing, you create fouls. You give them a chance to get in the 1-1,
and stranger things have happened. Minute 25. 41-28. Bears on top. Barton from way outside. Breen with the rebound. Quickly down to McBride. And Ziegler still fighting, knocks it away, but it'll stay with East Brunswick. Breen finds McBride underneath, and that tendency to put it on the floor, Phil.
Right, and Ziegler came through and had to know she was going to foul. There was intent on making sure that shot didn't get off.
Cannon comes out. Did a fine job tonight.
That she did.
So McBride will go to the line with 1 minute exactly shown on the clock. Our score, East Brunswick 42, Woodbridge 28.
Let's say 11, she's out of rabbits.
43-28, 55 seconds showing. Ziegler, those guy shots she takes, and Papanea with the rebound. Oh, we're gonna have a foul against Ziegler.
Guarding too close, and it's good call. Ziegler just came up with a very aggressive foul previously. Official standing right there, and sort of his way of saying, you know, back off. We know the game's winding down. We don't want anyone hurt unnecessarily.
Nikki McBride takes a rest here with 45 seconds. That should be it for her tonight. As Kristen Breen goes to the line. And wholesale changes now for Woodbridge.
And I'll tell you, Rita Saylor slapping 5 of the girls as they come off the court there. And she knows they put up a very fine effort on their part to just overmatch.
Phil, that's probably the toughest thing to do is keep your spirits up knowing you've been outgunned.
That's right.
But also that's how you build a program.
That's right. And I'll tell you, again, this team for the Bears, they don't appear to be a very talented bunch. I mean, they're just hard workers, and they get the job done. And Kristen Breen comes out.
So new players, Stacy Ballow, number 33 for East Brunswick, and number 25, And I'm trying to look, that's Heather Wells in for the Bears. Along with Innerfeld. Kenny, yes.
Jill Kenny.
20 seconds remaining, 46-28 East Brunswick.
5-5 soft. Jill Kenny gets on the scoreboard.
Bullet shot by Huzar.
Everybody's getting their points in.
10 seconds. Wells no good. Oh, and a travel is called with 2 seconds. Some pretty scrappy players in there for East Brunswick now. Wells off the glass, not this time at the buzzer. But we have a final here from East Brunswick High School. The Bears 46, Woodbridge 31. And Phil, as you said, they quietly and kind of in yeoman fashion go about and do their job.
Done, and it'd be interesting to watch them as we move further down. Next game on the 14th, they have St. Mary's, and on the 17th, Cerebral, and then on the 20th, they have Piscataway. So we certainly want to take a good look at them the further they move down. But as I pointed out, John, these are just hard workers. I won't call them overachievers. They're just hard workers. They're going to hustle all over the court and whatnot and make you work for anything that you get, and it's paying off for them.
Well, our final again, East Brunswick 46, Woodbridge 31. We welcome you to the 1995 high school season and hope you'll stay with us. Both the boys and the girls look to have exciting teams. So for Phil Hill, I'm John Meggiolaro saying thanks for being with us.